Hello everyone. Welcome to this session. I am Dr. Harmeet from Apollo Telehealth Services. Globally, according to the WHO, only 3 in 5 babies are breastfed. And if we talk about India, only 55% of children are getting mother's milk. Therefore, WHO has set a target that by 2025, at least we have to increase this percentage to 66%. So, to encourage breastfeeding, we are observing a breastfeeding week from August 1st to August 7th. Now, theme of this year is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. Now, when we say shared responsibility, what is that? It is not only women but men and the others around others in the society. They are responsible. They have to recognize the benefit of breastfeeding and provide their encouragement and support. So today we have Dr. Shweta with us. She's a pediatrician at Apollo Telehealth Services. Welcome, Dr. Shweta. So what are your thoughts about this theme, shared responsibility?
So basically every year we observe the World Breastfeeding Week in the first week of August. This year's theme, as Dr. Harmeet said, is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. So the whole idea of observing this week is to raise awareness about the importance of breastfeeding. And this year we want to protect breastfeeding as a public health responsibility.
So let's start our question answers.
Sure.
So first question, starting from the main, what are the benefits of breastfeeding?
So there are many benefits for the baby as well as the mother. Let's talk about the nutrients in breast milk. Many nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, antibodies, antibacterial, antiviral enzymes, hormones, growth factors and proteins, probiotics as well. It has 88% water. So it not only quenches the thirst of the baby as well as hunger. We say there is foremilk and hindmilk. Foremilk, which is the milk at the starting of the feed, and hindmilk at the end of the feed, which will take care of the thirst and hunger of the baby. And the breast milk changes itself according to the needs of the baby. The first milk is called colostrum, which is produced from day 1 to day 3. Then the transition milk and then the mature milk. Now coming to the benefits, it helps in decreased incidence of infections in baby. Ear infections, lung infections, diarrhea, decreased risk of childhood cancers, obesity, overweight in baby, and even decreased risk of allergies and asthma. Now coming to the mother, sheer sense that she is able to feed her baby gives her, that happy and content she is when she feeds the baby.
Yes, very
This helps release good hormones. Again, these hormones help in decreased postpartum blood loss and as well decreased incidence of type 2 diabetes and hypertension in mothers and henceforth.
Okay. So coming on to our second question, what is the frequency that, especially new mothers, they are very confused that how many times in a day we should feed our baby?
Yeah. So there is no hard and fast rule to quote a number, but roughly we say about 8 to 12 feeds in a span of 24 hours, and in the first few weeks some night feeds as well. And if you're asking me the longevity, exclusive breastfeeding till 6 months of age, then introduction of complementary foods, and then continuation of breastfeeding till 2 years and beyond as well. That of course is the mother's and the baby's choice.
So how soon after the birth the mother should start feeding?
Ideally as soon as possible, but we recommend within 1 hour of birth. Here, like before we say this is right, this should be done, we should understand that breastfeeding comes naturally. A just delivered baby put on the mother's chest can find the nipple, latch and start feeding itself. We just have to guide the baby, isn't it? So here I would like to say something about the latch. Good latch is important. So some tips about it: the baby's mouth should be wide open, its lips turned out, the baby's chin and the nose can touch the mother's breast and take as much as the areola into the baby's mouth. The mother will feel some discomfort initially, but after few seconds, mother should feel comfortable. She should not feel any pain, and we can see the baby sucking rhythmatically. So that is a good latch.
Okay.
And if we establish a good latch, and it's going to become easier.
Especially for the new mothers, the first time
Yes.
mothers, this is a very helpful information. So doctor, another question which new mothers ask themselves, that is my breast milk adequate for the baby?
Yes. So yes, mothers, please trust your body. Your body has brought a new human being into this world. It will nourish it as well. So just few things to say that your milk is sufficient. First, we already said that about 8 to 12 feeds in a period of 24 hours. Number of wet nappies or number of times the baby passes urine, about 6 to 8 times in 24 hours. Your baby gaining weight and your baby seemingly satisfied or sleeps in between feeds. But now again, there are babies who cluster feed. So they keep on sucking at the mother's breast for an hour or want to feed every half an hourly. This raises doubt among mothers. This does not mean that the milk is insufficient. Your baby wants you not only for milk. Baby wants comfort from you, warmth from you. So if the baby is cluster feeding, it's okay. Just see that the baby is gaining weight, the diaper count, number of feeds, and that is sufficient to say that your milk is enough.
So another question which comes after is that what can I do for milk supply? Because there are so many people, your mother-in-law is telling you eat this dondakai, you eat this other sabji, and you'll have. So your comments on that?
Yes. So I've heard this, that mother's breast is like Akshaya Patra. The more you remove it from it, the more it keeps filling. So the way to increase breast milk supply is by feeding your baby. Feed your baby frequently, and if you're not able to feed so frequently, timely express the milk. Okay, that is one thing. Number two, good diet. Mother needs some extra calories when she's breastfeeding, but she doesn't have to overeat. Good normal diet: fruits, vegetables, milk, dairy products, meat, fish, egg, protein diet. And calcium and iron supplements are given to new mothers by their gynecologist. This is not to increase the milk supply. She has lost some blood while delivery, or she's making breast milk. So to keep herself strong, those are the supplements. And now there are these, like you said, these drugs or herbal things to increase. They say shatavari, fennel, soft, fenugreek seeds, oats, garlic, moringa leaf powder, these all. My take on it is, if you like oats, eat them. Don't overdo it. And there are these lactation cookies, herbal teas also available. If you have a habit of eating biscuits in a day, have a couple of them. Have a sip of tea, that is fine. To say that these only will increase your milk, don't overdo it and just eat a lot of these cookies or something. Like for example, if you like idli with powder, make moringa leaf powder and have that way.
Coming on to, what is the need of express breast milk and how to store it?
Yes, so there are many reasons to express breast milk. One is being breast engorgement. Baby is sleeping longer than usual, mother wants to express. A working woman, she can express her milk and store it, and a caregiver can give. Due to some medical reasons, baby is small to feed directly from the breast, latch issues, inverted nipple in the mother, tongue tie in baby, temporary. So milk can be expressed and stored. How to store it? It's important. Breast milk can be stored at room temperature for up to 4 hours. In the refrigerator, below the freezer compartment of our fridge, up to 4 days. And depending on the type of deep freezer, if it is a standalone deep freezer, it can be stored from 6 months to 6 to 12 months as well. And if it is our double door refrigerator, the above deep freezer compartment, depending on the temperature, 3 to 6 months. So this is storing. And where to store it? There are bags, milk bags specifically made to store breast milk. And in India, it is cost effective. These small steel containers with tight lids. They can be sterilized and reused. Okay, so I really like these small steel containers with an airtight lid. So once it is stored, how to use this frozen breast milk? The process is called thawing. Room temperature milk can be used directly. The milk in the refrigerator or the deep freezer should be thawed. So take a warm water bath. In a vessel, take warm water or hot water and keep this container containing milk into that warm water bath till it reaches a desired temperature to feed the baby. So once it is thawed, if kept at room temperature, it's supposed to be used within 2 hours. But if you want to keep it back in the refrigerator, you can use it within 24 hours. That is 1 day. But if the milk is, again, because you're putting it in the refrigerator, it will be cooled quite much. Then you can sort of put it in the warm water bath again and use. But do not refreeze this thawed milk. That is one thing we say.
Important.
Yes.
So doctor, another common question mothers have, that if they are COVID positive, can they feed their babies?
Yes, they can. Mother can wear a mask when in close proximity with the child, and before and after breastfeeding she can wash her hands. But if due to some reason mother is sick or she's admitted in the hospital due to this COVID, she can express her milk and a caregiver can give this expressed breast milk.
Okay, and as you have told how it is stored and how it should be
Yes.
stored, that precautions we have to take.
Can be taken, yes.
And the last question, if a mother is breastfeeding, can she take COVID vaccine?
Yes, she can and she should ideally. There is no need to interrupt or stop breastfeeding after taking the COVID vaccine. Even if she gets a fever immediately after vaccination, she need not stop. She can take about her fever medications and continue her breastfeeding as usual.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Shweta.
welcome.
Thank you for such a valuable advice and wonderful tips you have given
Thank
to
you.
the new mothers here. So I would request new mothers to continue breastfeeding, and the others who are watching this to provide their support and encouragement to the mothers to continue breastfeeding. Thank you so much.